coiled all the time.
Helium coiled. So Joe wants to be a car guy. He wants to put dies and taps over all the components to make sure they're garbage. What are you pointing at that and you pointing at this? What do you want, both?
These go in there, and I want to tap those, and I want to dye these.
So you want to tap that and dye this?
I want to tap that and dye this.
Tap this and dye that.
Yep.
What's the point on the difference between a tap and a dye?
Taps do holes and dies do screws.
So how it works? How much
Well,
clicking?
wire wheeling at least, but I don't think that's a problem.
How much clicking do we get?
How much? What? 12,000?
No, clicking, not that.
It's still clicking, or is it calling?
Backlash. Here. No, we're not doing end play. We're doing backlash.
Oh.
The backlash?
Yeah. So it all passed last night.
Well, I said it wasn't too tight. Didn't say it wasn't too loose.
True.
I said it's probably about right. That's one thing about loud pipes. You don't hear all those noises.
That's true.
I put mufflers on my race bike. I think the bike's going to blow up. I take the mufflers back off. It sounds normal.
For real?
It runs better. All the power comes back and it runs like it's supposed to. What the hell is this up to that? Sounds exactly like it should.
Well, they need some back pressure, but not much.
Nope.
No back pressure.
Doesn't need no back pressure.
Everybody tells me I got to put a baffle in my system now.
It needs tuning. It's all about tuning. What is your effective length of your exhaust pipe?
I heard 32 inches on the Harleys. Is that true?
Turning 7,000 RPM.
Yeah, 6,800, something like that.
Sustained, that's your average RPM you like?
I would say probably more like 5,500. Average.
Maybe you should be able to show a longer pipe then.
A longer pipe?
Yeah.
32 is kind of short.
Yeah, it's pretty short. I use 30 and 32 on my bikes, and my bikes are consistently at 7,000 and up most of the times.
Hmm.
They work good up there. I think you need more like 36 inches for a better average for a street motor.
Well, if you're going into 2 into 1.
I don't do 2-in-1s. I like 2-in-1s. We're going to lean out the thrust washer because somebody lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for your marks. I see one mark only.
Yeah, 2. Oh, that's the old cam?
Yep.
Really only one?
Well, I see something that looks dirty over here. I was thinking that was a mark, but it probably is not. Because there's a mark right here and a mark right here. See those two marks? That is not a mark.
That and that are?
Those are your two marks. So if you went off the other dimension, you'd get a problem. Alright, am I in the right spot? Beats me, I can't see squat. Your marks are too faint to see. I'm a hole off like I always am. At least I'm consistent. I'm always off 1/2 when I put in there. Okay, your gasket has gotten some oil on there.
Hmm. Overnight or what?
There evidently there's still got some oil in this vehicle because it's pissing out.
Can't be much.
It's enough to get the gasket all wet.
Yeah.
Now the sealer doesn't work quite as good and get stuff all over it.
Guess who that is?
Sounds like an FXR. That one slides together like it's supposed to also.
Idling?
I said it slides together. I didn't say nothing about idling.
Oh, I thought you said idle like it's supposed to.
I don't care about the bike out front. I care about the bike I'm working on. So we are going to check our backlash clearance
You know, roaches in there?
without using micrometers. I was right. It was an FXR.
Oh, I got a problem.
Yeah, you got an FXR. That's the problem. Why you screw so tight, Joe?
You want me to tap it? Dye
I
it?
say that. We put some longer forks on, but
Does that make the screws going better? Put longer forks on it?
No,
Getting up-
from here it looks like you got, you know, you could, it's a curb hopper.
Getting in a little more working height
It's
on.
like your bike, high in the air.
And when you get older, your back starts hurting.
Yeah.
My back's killing me.
You'll turn it old.
I'm not.
That's too tight.
That's more than finger tight.
Is that the right bolt?
It's a left bolt. It's actually a screw.
It is, isn't it?
It's not a hex.
Sorry. Bolts have nuts?
I'm gonna screw my threads up for you, Joe.
Is that how it goes? Bolts take nuts on?
No, not necessarily. Okay.
That sounds very loose right now. Sloppy, that's a clunk. Backlash sounds about the same.
That sounds a little looser.
A little looser than the new one? Probably because the cam gears are
This
sloppy.
cam gear is actually slightly tighter, but see, this is broken in. That's brand new. It hasn't broken in yet.
Right.
So after it breaks in, it'll probably be like that one. So I'd say they're pretty much the same piece.
We'll get back to you.
Well,
You said you
know,
must have put them in wrong.
He probably did.
I couldn't have put it in wrong.
It's a Harley. They always leak.
No, this is like a good.
Like,
got a good
like
leak.
way more than you want to have it leaking?
Yeah.
Well, they'll teach you to screw the Harley fork seal.
Mine,
I
Always.
put in. I got the nicer ones. I got the James
They
one.
always leak more after you touch them. You know that, don't you?
After I touch them or
Anybody.
anybody.
I got the, mine was brand new factory from the factory tubes. Not been re-chromed,
Yeah.
nothing like that. You know, the lower legs were brand new,
Yeah.
and they leaked within 100 miles.
See, that's why I'm wondering if is it the tube maybe that's.
Are we putting them in wrong? I don't know.
No, I
Can't be too
rebuilt
much to
them.
put them in wrong, you know.
I rebuilt them before I brought them over. Or I put the new seals in, filled up the fluid and everything.
Right, right.
So I didn't know if maybe I put too much fluid in. I mean, I weighed it out with a scale.
Is there a difference between those two cams?
Yeah, just a slightly. Look at the duration on that thing, man. Wow.
That's an ill cam. That's a good cam.
That's
there.
ill. Well, that's gonna make a difference.
That's a big difference there.
It's got twice as much duration as that other one did.
It's got the difference between running and not running. Okay.
Damn.
The gasket keeps getting wet. Okay, any bike for you? Can't for your bike, don't you?
Well, let me put my fingers all over the legs.
I don't care. It's not my cam. All right. What are you gonna do about this clip in here? It's loose the goose.
We're gonna replace that.
We're gonna replace it.
Yep, we have a new one right somewhere right over here.
All kinds of parts.
You're looking for a good pair of circlip pliers, though.
We don't have any pliers, remember? Good garbage
This is the
ones.
stock one?
Yeah.
It's an L cam.
Same one yours has.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of money for that on eBay.
Can you?
Sure.
I don't know about that.
Everybody's looking for California smog cams.
Is that what,
Smart man.
is that what L is?
I don't know. That thing came from Florida, so.
There's an N cam too.
An N?
I think there's an N. Might be a Sportster though. But. Okay, this is the only pliers we got to use. So.
It's better than the ones I got.
Well, I don't really need it to take it apart, but I do need to put it back together.
You get it apart with a screwdriver or what?
Yeah.
You want me to hold that light?
No. Should they hold my hand though? Somebody was making fun of me in the comments the other day.
Who was?
I don't know.
I can't read those things anymore. I get so upset reading those things.
You can't let it upset you.
It's so ridiculous.
Especially if you're really doing it, if you're the one doing the tapes, man, you can't even fucking. You shouldn't even start to reading.
Yeah, it's not working.
Really? It's that bad?
Well,
They look good.
The pliers are
Don't
that
you need some new tips for them?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Those look better than the cheap Chinese ones I got.
Yeah, me too. That's right.
The tips always break off on them too.
Mine are junk and they're brand new. When we're going like this, the tips were going like crossing each other. They had too much torque. They wouldn't
Yeah.
open up far enough. You know? I think they'll slip. Is there any chance I could go down in the crankcase right now?
Sure.
Maybe we should cover it up.
No.
Got it?
Nope.
Who's the man?
No, it's not being happy at all. The problem is these don't close far enough. See how far apart they are?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to do something about that. See how they're permanently screwed up? What are you looking at? I'm over here, Joe. See how far apart those are? The clips aren't that far apart. So we need to do something about that.
I would blame the tools too.
I already told him my tools are no good. He didn't believe me. So they need to be like that.
That help?
It's going to help when I go like this with it.
Better?
said
Twice
that-
as close.
That tool's from the 80s?
Yes. I didn't like them back then either. That's why I bought better tools.
80s bike, 80s tools.
The problem is I don't have those tools anymore. Jill hid them from me. Okay, well, now the clip is definitely screwed up.
Damn.
It almost went in the motor.
That is screwed up. Where's the thing? There's your hand over there.
That's no good.
There we go. Let me see it again. No bueno. Oh, we spread out big time, didn't it? I hope the new one comes back. Oh yeah. Well, mucho better. And we were worried because it was just loose.
Round, not.
Need that for your
We were
bike.
worried because it was just loose on the gear. Well, it wasn't coming off, but it would turn on there instead of being tight. That's why we're replacing it.
This is the first time you finally got it off?
Huh?
The last video I saw you guys were. He was.
We was messing with that, but we never took it off.
Oh.
We didn't try to take it off.
Now we're going to modify this tool here.
No way, really?
You got to make sure you can't squeeze unless you get them off center. So you got to hold it off center and then you squeeze it.
To make them tighter?
Yes. So you can push them sideways a little bit.
Wow.
Well, these are the new tools. I haven't used them yet, so I got to get used to them.
Just went a little bit past over there. Huh? Not too tight.
Well, I'm squeezing it, but it's not going down. What's going on with this tool?
I think it's maybe a strong clip.
No. I think it's not offset enough.
Clunk.
Squeezing pretty hard.
Pretty good clip. Was that the Harley Davidson one?
These don't have the right leverage in them.